ISE for jam number, whatever it is, who knows? Everybody's back from Amsterdam. I am your host today for finding out how good it really, really was. So we've got some really simple categories today for you. First off, with Kev, Jace, Tom and Tom, we're going to look at what AV Jam swag was collected at ISE 2019. So over to you guys. Kev, you're on screen, so do you want to go first?
Yeah, so from my very quick one-day visit, swag was pretty hard to come across. However, I walked into a meeting room on the Pexip stand and found this on the table. Doesn't look much, but when your phone is just about to die because its battery is running out, this is the biggest godsend you will ever find. So that is a power pack. So
nice.
Thank you.
Well done, Pexip. Jace, did you get the same, did you, mate?
I got some beer from Digital Projection. It's the second year I've got beer from Digital Projection, but couldn't be bothered to carry it.
It is. You don't carry beer, you drink it.
Yeah. I got the stronger of the two. I really like what they do with their beers, to be honest. Good swag for me. Simple as.
Tom Kinch?
Yes.
Come on then.
I got a power pack as well, but I gave it away to one of our colleagues because he missed out on the power pack. So as a colleague of the year, you know, I'd appreciate that, chaps.
I'll write that
the one thing I did get home was these wonderful pair of gloves from Cedia. These have little tips on them, which mean you can use your phone, but they don't really work. So they're basically just a pair of quite thin gloves.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not feeling them. Tom, how about you, mate?
I got all the swag. So, good people in uniform, great woolly hat, perfect for wandering around Amsterdam on a cold February night. You know, that was really good. And just for my boss, Kev.
Oh, you legend!
Look at that!
Oh, my word! That wins! I don't care what anyone says, that wins! Where did you find that?
That was actually on the Cedia stand as well.
Yeah. He stole mine.
Oh my word, that has just put the biggest smile on my face ever.
Right, winners now then. So best swag for me out of all of that lot. I'm going to have to go with Tom's woolly hat because it's functional. Everybody's giving out battery chargers, but Uniqlo are giving out something practical to keep you warm. So I'm going with a woolly hat. All right, so next off then, and one that I'm really keen on seeing here is the most bling product that you guys saw. We'll go in reverse order this time then, so we'll stay with you, Tom.
Most bling product, I think, it's got to be LG. I mean, their stand was just wall-to-wall bling. Everything from the bendy, massive, curved video wall roof-shaped wave, which was 10 times bigger than the one they had last year, through to the OLED TVs that come out of the little box at the bottom and scroll up. And then they're completely transparent OLED signage with touchscreens. I mean, that's just bonkers. And the bling factor was helped by the fact that they had gold sparkles everywhere around it. So you can't get much blingier than transparent gold sparkles.
Exactly. Who doesn't like gold sparkles, eh?
You bought the photo of the car demo. It's Audi, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, so there's an OLED video wall that's showing a picture of an Audi, and then in front of it, there's a transparent OLED touchscreen that then brings up the menu options for what's being shown on the video wall, which is just a crazy concept, but kind of really works. I've been struggling since I saw it to think, how could you use this in something other than a car showroom?
Tom?
Yes, it's similar, to be honest. It was, for bling, for sure, LG, they walked it this year, didn't they, really? It was a really nice stand. Well, the stand, but everything, all the tech out there was crazy, from the curved wall to the Audi display. It was just sort of, you look at it and go, but am I actually going to be able to use this one day, or are they going to release it into the wild for the Audi one? Obviously, they'll get the curved displays out. But it was really cool. I also thought, maybe not on a bling front, but for useful kind of what I thought was good, we went to Cisco and they answered all of our questions, everything. I know it's not bling, but it's what I thought was good. We went there, Tom loaded them with questions. We had a guy we had his ear of this developer, and he took everything down, made note, and gave us some really good solutions. So I know it's not particularly bling, but a bit of a shout out to Cisco for being really, really helpful.
It's not bling at all, and it's not at all what we asked for. It's completely separate.
But
there's nothing in it that says who you thought was the best stand, and I thought, you know what, they deserve a shout.
You can't just make your own awards up halfway through something, mate.
I can. If I've got the same answer as Tom, and I go, I agree with what Tom said. Move on to the next guy.
James?
I'm sorry, the big curvy wall. And actually, probably the big reason I didn't get into the middle of the LG booth was I spent about 5 minutes getting that selfie with the big stars behind me and everything. It was brilliant.
It's a good one. Kev, same? Different?
exactly the same.
Well, that one's dead easy, isn't it? So, well done, LG, I guess, to that. Wooden spoon. Anybody got anything for the wooden spoon tech at ISE?
I think anybody who's showing widescreen monitors with 4x3 content that looks like it's off a VHS deck needs shooting. I don't know how much those stands cost, but they're not cheap. And if you're using any kind of display to display your product, and there's a photo of one I saw, it's a pretty bad photo, but it was a pretty shocking setup, to be honest. Some kind of bracket that went up into the ceiling, designed at probably the marine or the high-end residential market, with a big flat panel on it, and some 4x3 content that looked like someone had just taped an hour off VH1 in the late 90s and decided to play it.
Yeah, I think for me, there was two things, but I didn't see them. I saw a picture when I got back that the whole LG wall went down and there was some guy on his laptop frantically trying to fix the content. Which was brilliant. But I think for me, the one that has to win, and I don't think anybody saw it, was the day that the show opened. Barco did a Barco, got the bailiffs in, and took Clever Touch's Clever Share button for patent infringement. So that for me, and in all fairness, never seen it, never used it, but for me, Clever Touch have to get the wooden spoon just for having the bailiffs called it on them.
Yeah, not good that at all, was it?
I thought when the next jam that we released was recorded at the ISE show, and when we sat in the Pexit meeting room, we used a Yealink video conference system to communicate back in the hope that Noel would be included in the jam because he couldn't travel. Now, at one point, Noel messaged me to say he could hear a woman talking about her hotel room. I couldn't hear that in the room. So there must have been something really wrong with the system that he was hearing whatever was going on outside.
Yeah, definitely. As fun as Barco doing it again with the bailiffs is, that for me is definitely the wooden spoon tech. You just didn't work in any way, shape or form. Tough crowd, like in the ISE hall, but as you see from the next video, or whenever we put that one out, so you can hear what's going on locally. So all right then. So what's next? AB selfies next. Tom, I think we're looking at yours on screen now. So do you want to talk us through this one?
This was going back to the pre-ISE jam, and one of the tips that we probably should have told everybody was buy your transport ticket before 5 o'clock, 5:30 when you're leaving the ride, because otherwise you just join the entire AV industry at the ticket booths trying to pay for an old school ticket. They don't take contactless. They don't have an app. You have to join at an old school ticket machine. And unfortunately, when you're stood behind one of the overseas vendors who is buying tickets individually on their credit card for their entire show team of 11 people who are stood at the side waiting, and you've been in the queue for 25 minutes to get a tube ticket, you get slightly frustrated, and particularly when your colleague decides to bug out and leave you alone because he bought his ticket earlier in the day.
That is the most miserable selfie I have ever seen, though.
Every single way.
Everybody in that queue, and literally we're all in the same industry, we're all in the technology industry, and we are all stood there waiting for a ticket from an old school ticket machine. It was incredible.
Okay, all right. Well, it's got a lot of people in it.
And they're looking at the camera because they're all staring at that ticket machine.
He's that guy with beards.
And they're all fuming. That's what I love. Every single one of them is just pissed.
Brilliant.
Here we go.
Tom went to a party by himself.
It does look like that, doesn't it? He lifted his armpits up and everyone left. No one wants to hang around. So this one, yeah. So there are actually some people there, but as it is an AV show, and not many AV people are that outgoing, nor do they like to dance. So you can imagine the dance floor is quite empty, but the bar is bouncing. So if you wanted to get a beer, that's where everyone was. They were just congregating around there.
This entertainment.
All right, we know this one then. Come on, Kev, let's have it.
So this one was just pure entertainment. So we were the. This was the Saturday night or Sunday night before the show.
Saturday night, because I got it at home.
Yeah, we were out doing the PS&I course, and on the course was this mental-looking chap. And he kept it quiet all day. We got him extremely drunk to find out that he's actually the guitarist in Status Quo.
As you do.
As you absolutely do. So he replaced the late Rick Parfitt. He grew up absolutely loving them, and yeah, he is now the guitarist in Status Quo, and the guy is genuinely as mad as a box of frogs.
Brilliant. So we've got an actual jammer on AV Jam.
But we actually have a jammer on AV Jam, and I was going with the whole celebrity piece, so that was my extra.
Nice. Yeah.
I was at home waiting to fly Saturday night, and that came through on Twitter. And because Richie, the guy in the photo, replaced Rick Parfitt, you had to Google him. And then of course, you had this as well, didn't you? You were like, how's Kev hanging with the guy from Status Quo?
The guy is a project engineer for one of our PSNI affiliates. So he goes off gigging and then comes back to his day job because he loves AV.
Awesome. That was really entertaining.
Yeah.
I think that leaves me as last. So I've gone. You told me if I picked that selfie, you were going to claim win, even if Noel picked my photo. So I've got you out of the photo. So you can't claim win, even if I do win. This is at the affiliate cocktails on Sunday night. Brock McGuinness from Westbury National in Canada. He's just joined PSNI, and an absolute gentleman. Great company. Very generous with his time. Spent a lot of the time that evening with us. Came for a curry with us. Even offered to help Dan Loons with his forthcoming family holiday to Canada. Told me some stories of the venues and everything he's worked in pro audio. I love his passion for AV. Great guy. Great company for an evening. We had a good night with him.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we did.
I am going to give it to yours, Jace, solely because I didn't have to Google Brock, whereas I did have to Google the other guy.
I went with the whole celebrity thing, thinking I'm going to get a win.
Yeah, no, celebrities, it's not going to guarantee a win, mate. Okay, and then that brings us to the last bit then. So who got the most exercise? Steps in the day, I think we measured it on, didn't we?
I think mine was 15k.
15,000 steps. You think?
14,686.
I had to rebuild my phone and I took a photo and I lost it. But it was 15 something.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's because at the airport I told you my steps and you did a couple of laps at the airport just to beat me.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to win.
Interestingly, on the Wednesday I did just under 18,000 steps, and on the Thursday just over 18,000. So that's pretty consistent, that number of steps, you know.
Anything better than that?
I think we can all just end it there, chaps. If you can see that.
25.
Fine. Look at that. We have a winner.
Can I just say, I won.
Have you totted them up already?
Have you really been totting up your results?
You won with 2.
Well, we all got number the one on bling because we all picked LG, so we all got a point for that, didn't we?
Yep.
But I thought Kev was going to win the selfie and make it more interesting.
I
now got dead last.
Because the selfie was
cutting your face out because you would have claimed as some immoral victory. That's your style.
The selfie was most people in the selfie, not best known person in the selfie.
I think Tom wins the selfie personally. I think he deserves that. I think there's been a gross misjustice of, miscarriage of justice there. He won that.
I'd love to. Did you actually know any of them, Tom?
Yeah, I was talking to all of them. We were chatting. There's Ralph there in the photo behind me with the hat on. There's Steve just behind me looking at his phone. We're all busy mates now.
All right, we'll be able to get them all on social media at some point, then, won't we?
Yeah, well, I'll tag them all later. Don't worry.
Brilliant. Right. Well, that's the end of that ISE post jam. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Kev, Jace, Tom, and Tom. Always a pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon.
Bye.
Thank you.